So guys, what's up? This is Amit Mahajan. I hope that you are doing absolutely well. So guys, let's discuss the GST amendments now. If you are in Inter, as in CA Inter, CMA Inter, or CS executive students, then in that case, this video is going to be for you. And if you're giving your exams in May or June 26 attempt or onwards, right? So this, if you ask me, sir, how many amendments are there? Now there is no stress of amendments. You will find these amendments in 45 to 50 minutes. I will be able to finish all the amendments. So don't worry about it. Very simple amendments. And one question I'm getting that, sir, do we have to buy a new book because we already have your old book and pocket book as well? So let me tell you one thing very frankly, that you don't need to buy a new book. There is no requirement at all. Just refer this amendment sheet. It is absolutely fine. Right? Perfect. Okay. So before we start, if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Let's begin, guys. So the first amendment is in charge under GST. Now, charge under GST, you must have learned one section, that is section number 95, that is payment of GST by e-commerce operators. Do you know there were specific businesses? If you carry on these businesses through e-commerce operator, then in that case the responsibility will be of that e-commerce operator to pay the GST to the government. Okay, so which businesses were there earlier? Number one, do you remember Ola, Uber, that is transportation of passengers? Next one is Oyo, that is services of accommodation. Then Urban Company, that is housekeeping service, and Zomato, Swiggy in case of restaurant service. Right? Then the responsibility will be of e-commerce operators to pay the GST to the government. Perfect. Okay. Now they have added one more service in this, and that service is your local delivery service. Now, sir, what is the meaning of local delivery service? Very simple. Now, you must have heard about Porter, you must have heard about VFast, or you must have heard about what else? Okay, Porter, you must have heard, right? So, local delivery service, like, for example, I have come to my office, I have forgotten my charger in my home. Then, in that case, I will just call the porter. Porter guy will go to my house and he will pick up the charger, and he'll get the charger to my office, right? So, I will make a payment to him. So this is your local delivery service. Are you understanding this? So we are just Dunzo. There is one more app called Dunzo. So here, if you see, they are transporting goods only. So are these goods transportation agencies? No, these are not goods transportation agencies. So in this case, let's take one example. There is one person called Amit here. Okay, there is one e-commerce operator called Porter here, and there is one person who is a delivery guy, DG, delivery guy. Perfect. Now I went on Porter and I told Porter to what is the destination and what is the source, right? So Porter gave me that service. So I made a payment to Porter. Okay. What was the payment? He charged 1,000 rupees, and on that 100 rupees he charged as GST. Now it is whose responsibility to pay this GST amount to the government? Will it be Porter's responsibility, or will it be DG's responsibility, who is the supplier? Now, again, here the point is, they said that if DG, that is the supplier, is a registered person, then it will be DG's responsibility. But if this supplier, that is DG, is an unregistered person, then it will be the responsibility of Porter to pay the GST to the government. So, what is the law? The law says that if the supplier is a registered person, the responsibility to pay GST to the government will be of the supplier. But if supplier is an unregistered person, the responsibility to pay the GST to the government will be of that particular e-commerce operator. Are you understanding? Is it clear? Perfect, ekdam, simple, ekdam. Okay, now can I say this is very much similar to services of accommodation and housekeeping service? Because in these cases also, in these two cases also, we have seen that if the supplier is a registered person, supplier will pay. If supplier is an unregistered person, e-commerce operator will pay. Exactly same case in case of point number E as well. Perfect. This is your first amendment. I hope you are absolutely clear with this point. Okay. Now the next point is amendment number two. Now, earlier the rates were, if you see in my sheet, at the end I have written these rates 0%. So earlier the rates were which were there in GST 0%, 5%, 12%, 18%, 28%, 48%, 40%. Sorry. Now they have cancelled two rates, 12 and 28 there, so you won't find these two rates in the act. Now there are only these four rates which are applicable: 0%, 5%, 18%, and 40%. Perfect. Okay, now in charge under GST there were two parts. where they had discussed about, or they had mentioned about 12% rate. Two parts. Number one, in GTA, do you remember in goods transportation agency, if you provide some supply to an unspecified person, it was exempt from tax, right? But in case of GTA, if GTA is providing service to a specified person, then in that case there are two options. One, it can either be taxed under forward charge mechanism or reverse charge mechanism. If you are taxing it under reverse charge mechanism, then in that case, the recipient will pay GST at the rate of 5%. Perfect. If you are charging it at a forward charge mechanism, the supplier will get two options. One was 12% and 5%, but now it has become 18% and 5%. This is the only difference. I hope you are clear with it. Perfect, no problem. Okay, and on in the next part, like if you see renting of motor vehicle, this is the second part. In renting of motor vehicle, also we had seen that, if any other than body corporate is providing any supply to a body corporate, and this supply is of renting of motor vehicle, then in that case, RCM is applicable. Perfect. Reverse charge mechanism will be applicable. Perfect. Now, the point is here also, this other than body corporate had two options: 12% with FCM and 5% with RCM, right? So, this 12% has been changed to 18%. This is the only difference. Are you understanding this? Perfect. Okay, so this is your amendment number two. Let's go to amendment number three, that is exemptions under GST. Very simple part. Now, look here, in transportation of goods. Now, in exemption chapter, there was one point of transportation of goods. Do you remember we had seen this? That if you are transporting by road, okay, now there were three parts. Number one, if you are transporting certain goods by road through a courier company, then whatever may be the goods, it is going to be what? Taxable. Okay. If you are transporting the goods through a GTA, goods transportation agency, here we had two parts. What are you transferring? If you are transferring specific goods, now they had specified goods, you can say specified goods. They had specified certain goods. For example, you can say relief material and everything. So these are specified goods. So if you transport these specified goods through GTA, it was exempt from tax. And if you transport unspecified goods, then it was taxable. Perfect. And if you transport certain goods by other modes, like not through courier company, not through GTA, then in that case, this is going to be what? Exempt from tax. Now the point is, they are saying that this is going to be exempt from tax, right? So what about local delivery service? Now, local delivery service is definitely not a courier company. Porter is not a courier company. Porter is not a goods transportation agency. So ideally, it should fall under what? Others. No, it is falling under others. Then in that case, that service should be exempt from tax. Ideally, yes, right? So they have specifically mentioned it that this exemption, whatever exemption entry which you are reading right now, that exemption will not be applicable to local delivery service, right? So this person, like local delivery services like porter, will not fall under others, and which means this exemption entry will not be applicable to a local delivery service as well. So can I say I can extend it in this way? Local delivery service, it is always going to be what? Civil. Understanding? And who will pay the tax now? It is dependent upon 9(5). Right? For example, supplier is a registered person, then supplier will pay. If a supplier is an unregistered person, then e-commerce operator will pay. So first of all, we need to identify the taxability. So we understood, boss, this is not falling under exemptions, which means it is taxable. If it is taxable, who will pay the GST to the government? Now it is dependent upon whether the supplier is a registered person or that supplier is an unregistered person. I hope that you are able to identify the interlinking of these two chapters. Perfect. Explanation: nothing in this entry shall apply to local delivery services provided by an electronic commerce operator, that is e-commerce operator, that is porter, or local delivery services provided through an e-commerce operator. Which means, for example, I am porter. Okay, you want to deliver certain goods. You want the service basically. You are the recipient. I am porter. Now I am asking some third party. So I'm porter. I'm asking some third party to give me that service. Now there is one person called Sham. Okay, that Sham is providing me local delivery service to you through me, right? So can I say this is local delivery service only? So if this is local delivery service, if I am providing, if I have my own I have my own labor, if I am providing, this is also this is also taxable. And if that sham is providing local delivery service through me, that is also taxable. Understanding? So basically, local delivery service is taxable. Simple. Perfect. Okay, this is your amendment number 3. Come to amendment number 4, that is GTA. Why GTA? Why are they discussing about GTA? Because they are saying that, oh, local delivery service can fall under GTA. So people can say, no, no, this is not a separate service. You should consider this as GTA only. But boss, they have specifically defined GTA. What is GTA? And now they have amended the definition of GTA so that there is no gray area as such, and people will not interpret local delivery service as GTA. Now, let's see. In case of GTA, GTA is a person who transport goods by road and issues a consignment note by any name. This was your definition. They have added it. However, a person will not be treated as GTA if the transport relates to local delivery service and such local delivery services are provided by or through an e-commerce. So basically, local delivery service will not fall in the definition of GT. This is your fourth amendment. Simple. I hope you're able to interconnect certain things. Okay. Now come to the fifth amendment. That is, this is a new entry. New entry in relation to life and health insurance service. So earlier, what used to happen is, uh, on health insurance and life insurance, if there is any premium which is getting charged, for example, earlier, if you are taking a life insurance, you must be paying the premium, right? So whatever premium you are paying on that, you were supposed to pay GST. Understanding? But now they have removed it, and they have said that if you are providing health insurance service or life insurance service, there is no GST on the premium. There is no GST on the premium, but this exemption is applicable only and only to an individual insurance policy. So if you are taking for yourself, then only it is going to be exempt. But sir, what if you provide this service as a group insurance? Now, what is the meaning of group insurance? For example, there is one life insurance company. I am an employer and I have 50 employees below me. Now, what I did is I wanted to take a life insurance for all the 50 employees. So I took a life insurance policy for all the 50 employees. So can I say I am taking this life insurance policy for my employees as a group? Yes. And that's why this is a group insurance policy. This exemption is not applicable for group insurance policy. But if an individual is going to buy that life insurance policy, then only it is going to be what? Exempt from. Sir, how did you understand that it is not applicable for group insurance policy? It is written here, if you read it, life insurance services or health insurance services provided by an insurer to the insured person are exempt, provided the insurance is not a group insurance. Are you understanding? Perfect, no problem. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of group? We should understand what is the meaning of group. So, for your understanding, I'm just reading this. Group means group of persons who join together with a commonality of purpose, so employer employee, or for engaging in a common economic activity other than availing insurance, and includes employer employee groups. So, employee groups where an employer employee relationship exists between the master or group policyholder and the members of the group in accordance with the applicable laws, because that employer is taking the taking the insurance not for himself but for the group. So government is saying that we will not exempt this, but if all those 50 individuals are taking insurance from the insurance company, then it would have been exempt. But if I am taking it for the group, it is going to be what? Are you understanding this? Perfect. Okay. Now, if you are not an employer, you're non-employer, but you are forming an association of persons or you are forming a joint venture when two or more people are coming together for some economic benefit, then in that case, if you made a group, right? Are you making a group for insurance? No, you're making a group for something else. And now you're taking an insurance policy. Then in that case, for this group also, this exemption will not be applicable. I hope you are crystal clear with this concept. Right? Okay. Now, this is your first point. This is your second point. This exemption applies where an insured is an individual or individual along with his or her family. Now, we need to understand what is the meaning of family. Now, they have not defined what is the meaning of family, but they said that if you are entering into a contract with that particular insurance company, You must have written that in the agreement that who is your family. So whatever names you have written in the agreement regarding your family, that is your family. So if you're taking this insurance policy for myself or for yourself or for your family, it is going to be exempt. That family will not be considered as a group. Understanding? So this is your second point. Now, for this purpose, family includes all the persons insured as family members under the insurance contract. And this includes reinsurance as well. Now, so what is the meaning of reinsurance? For example, this is Amit, this is insurance company. Okay. So the Amit has paid premium and this person has given policy. Now, this insurance company is not sure about the liquidity of itself. That's why this insurance company is making or asking this another person. This is your reinsurance company. Now, reinsurance company is insuring this insurance company, right? So, if this is exempt, then automatically this will also be exempt. This is what they are saying. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Next point is in time of supply, there is one amendment. In time of supply, amendment number 6, that is vouchers and vouchers exchangeable for goods or services. This point has been deleted now. This is not there. This has been deleted now. Now, where the supply is identifiable at the time of issue of voucher. If yes, no, this point is deleted now. So you don't need to read this point now. Perfect. Okay. Now come to the main amendment. That is amendment number 7, value of supply. Very important amendment. I'm expecting one question on this part. Okay. Okay. Let's start very simple. But you have read everything in this already. Now we are talking about post sale discounts or secondary discount. Okay. Now, do you know the concept of credit note? Do you know the concept of credit note? So when do you issue a credit note? You issue a credit note when you charge in excess. For example, my practice batch is, say, for example, is of 3,000 rupees, but I have charged 4,000 rupees from you. So, can I say I have charged extra to you? If I have charged extra, don't you think for 1,000 rupees I have to issue a credit note? Yes. So, I will issue a credit note for 1,000 rupees. So, this is what your credit note is. Now, the point is there are two types of credit notes. Number one credit note is under GST and second credit note is a normal financial or commercial credit note that is in the business. This is not a GST credit note. So GST credit note is different and financial credit note is different. So what is different? Let's see. See, I will give you one simple example. Just look here. There is one person called Banta and there is one person called Kanta. Okay, Banta supplied certain goods to Kanta worth 10 lakh rupees. Perfect. He supplied certain goods to Kanta for 10 lakh rupees. Invoice is raised, and at the time of making the invoice or at the time of making the agreement, it was decided that Banta will give a discount of 10% to Kanta if this amount of 10 lakh rupees is paid within 90 days. If it is paid within 90 days, then in that case, Banta will give the discount and Kanta is required to pay only 9 lakh rupees and not 10 lakh rupees. And not 10 lakhs, she'll have to pay only 9 lakhs. Again, I'm telling you that if the supply is made worth 10 lakhs, supply of goods, invoice is raised on 1725, the discount at the rate of 10% if amount is paid within 90 days. This is agreed. Kanta said, okay, no problem. Now, you have already learned the concept of time of supply, where it does not matter when Kanta is making a payment to Banta. It does not matter for Banta. For Banta, time of supply has been triggered. Sir, how? Because if you see time of supply in case of goods, if you see time of supply in case of goods, at that point of time, you must have realized that you are seeing only two things. Number one, date of issue of invoice, and number two, last day to issue invoice. In this case, do you even see the date of payment which is made by the recipient? No. So time of supply is triggered. Yes, time of supply is triggered, which means Banta will have to make a payment of GST to the government. Now you only tell me, if Banta is making a payment of GST to the government, how much value he will pay the GST, on 10 lakhs or 9 lakhs? Of course, on 10 lakhs, because Banta does not know right now whether Kanta will make a payment to him within 90 days or no. So he will make a payment on 10 lakhs only. So 10 lakhs cut 10%, assuming the GST rate is 10% for my convenience. he will make a payment of 1 lakh rupees of GST to the government. Perfect. So can I say he will file GSTR1? Yes. If he's filing GSTR1, can I say Kanta's GSTR2B will get auto-populated? Now the question comes, will Kanta be able to take the ITC of this entire 1 lakh rupees even though she has not made a payment of GST and value to the supplier? Now for this also, you have already seen one concept in ITC chapter, that in ITC there is a section called section number 16, and in section number 16 there is a condition which is mentioned that the recipient can avail the ITC even though recipient has not made a payment to the supplier, but with a condition that recipient will make a payment of value plus GST within 180 days. Right? So Kanta can say, okay, I will make a payment within 180 days. She can just say this and she will be able to take the ITC of 1 lakh rupees. Are you understanding? I'm interconnecting all many chapters to explain you this one concept. Perfect? Understanding? Okay, now let's read this. See, Banta to pay GST on full 10 lakhs. Do you agree to this? Yes. That is 1 lakh rupees. If payment is made within 90 days, what if that payment is made within 90 days? If payment is made within 90 days, can I say Kanta will make a payment of only 9 lakhs and not 10 lakhs because she's eligible for the discount, right? And now, along with 99 lakhs, she will make a payment of 90,000 rupees ka GST. Perfect. Now, you only tell me how much money did Kanta pay? 90,000. Of how much money did Kanta get the ITC of? 1 lakh rupees. Don't you think for the extra 10,000 rupees ITC she has taken, she will have to reverse the ITC, everybody? Don't you think she'll have to reverse the ITC of 10,000? Yes, yes, she will have to reverse the ITC of 10,000. Perfect. So we understood Kanta's point, कि Kanta will have to reverse 10,000. But what about Banta? Now, if you see Banta has received how much GST? 90,000 rupees GST, everybody. Now, how much amount of GST he has paid to the government? 1 lakh rupees. Now, don't you think Panta has paid extra payment of 10,000 rupees? Yes. And for this, for taking a benefit of this 10,000 rupees, he is asking the government to refund this 10,000. Government said, boss, I can't refund you this 10,000. Do one thing. Do one thing. You first issue a credit note stating that you have charged extra. So you have charged for 10 lakhs, but it is actually for 9 lakhs. So you issue a credit note, GST credit note of 1 lakh rupees, understanding, on that extra GST of 10,000 you will be able to show, right? So whatever extra GST you have paid, that is of 10,000 rupees, we will not give you the refund, but you can adjust this 10,000 rupees against your future tax liabilities. That's okay. Are you understanding this? I hope you are not learning this for the first time. Huh? Okay. Okay. See, if payment, I have not taught you anything about the amendment right now. If payment is made within 90 days, Kanta is eligible for a discount and Kanta pays, say for example, on a 50th day. So she is eligible for the discount. Now Kanta pays 9 lakhs and GST of 90,000 rupees. This is also fine. Now Banta has paid 1 lakh rupees and thus he will issue a credit note. Perfect. For the remaining 10,000. So in future tax payments, he will reduce the tax liability proportionately. Perfect. Now, for this, Kanta needs to reverse the ITC of 10,000. Now the point is, for this, if you read the credit note ke points, now credit note ka tax invoice and everything, if you read chapter, you will understand one thing. In that credit note chapter, they have mentioned that when will the supplier be able to reduce the tax liability proportionately? Three conditions. Number one, uh, this must be linked to invoice. This discount should be linked to invoice. This was agreed earlier, that at the time of entering into agreement only it was agreed. Yes. And the third point is the proportionate ITC should be reversed by Kanta. Now you know which ITC is. She had got 1 lakh. She has paid only 90,000. So proportionate ITC of 10,000, she should reverse it. Understanding? So if all these conditions are satisfied, then only Banta will able to reduce it. Now this is not an amendment. This was already there in your, and whatever credit note which we are discussing, can I say, if you issue this credit note, if you will be able to reduce the tax proportionately from your outward tax liability, right? Yes. So this is your GST credit note. But there is some financial credit note as well. Now, what is the meaning of financial credit note? Say, for example, in case of Kanta and Banta, it was not agreed. It was not agreed that there will be some discount. It is not that this discount is not linked to any invoice. Now, please try to understand there is no agreement between Banta and Kanta for the discount. He has given the supply for 10 lakh rupees. Supply is made, and after that supply, Banta said, "Okay, Kanta looks beautiful. Let's do one thing. Let's give her a discount of 10%." अरे so basis so there was no base as such, there was no agreement as such, but only because Kanta looks beautiful, that's why Banta has given her the discount, right? Now this is a post sale discount, this is your secondary discount, and in your secondary discount, even though you are giving a discount, see, giving a discount is not a punishment or is not a harm, there is no harm in giving the discount. Say for example, your if you see the invoice, in this case the invoice will look like you have charged 9 lakh rupees, you have charged 9 lakh rupees, and the GST which will be charged, that will not be on 9 lakhs, that will be on 10 lakhs only. Because if in case of secondary discount, the GST is always charged on the uh, main value and not after reducing the discount. Now, on 9 lakhs, GST will not be on 9 lakhs, GST will be on 10 lakhs. So 10 lakhs into 10%, which comes to 1 lakh. Are you understanding? But can I say that Banta wanted to give the discount to Kanta? Yes. Now, in this case, please understand, to reduce this 1 lakh from 10 lakhs, for this, he issued a commercial credit note. Sorry. For this, he issued a commercial credit note. Right. So this commercial credit note is not at all relevant or related to your GST credit note. GST credit note is only for reducing your GST liability. And here government is saying that in case of post sale discount, if it is a secondary discount where there was no agreement at the time of entering into a contract of discount, then in that case, that discount will not be reduced from the value of supply, which means the value of what is value of supply? This is your value of supply on which the GST will be charged. So it will not be reduced, it will be 10 lakhs only. So if you want to reduce this, then GST credit note is required. But in this case, they are saying that you will not be able to reduce your total value of supply because it is a secondary discount. But still, you want to give the if you want to give the discount, no problem. Do one thing: you give the financial credit note. You make this invoice value as 9 lakh rupees. That is okay, but making this 9 lakh rupees is not going to change the value of supply. So even though this is 9 lakhs, GST will be computed on 10 lakhs only, because on secondary discount GST will not be reduced. So this financial credit note is different from your GST credit. Understanding? So conditions for giving a discount is not agreed in the contract. This is not a GST credit note. Question: can Banta take a deduction of such credit note from taxes? Can Banta reduce the outward tax? No, because if you see, Kanta will make a payment of GST on 10 lakhs only. Correct? Will make a payment of GST on 10 lakhs only. Matlab, Kanta will give how much? Kanta will give how much of GST? 10 lakhs pay 10%. That is 1 lakh. Banta has already paid 1 lakh rupees to the government. So is there any kind of problem here? No. And that's why there is no question of taking any kind of reduction of of GST. Because while computing value of supply, you did not reduce the discount component because it was a secondary discount. Are you understanding? So the question is, can Banta take a deduction of such credit note from taxes? Answer is no. Okay. Is recipient required to reverse the ITC? No, right? Because when recipient, see, when he filed GSTR1, she got her ITC in GSTR2B of 1 lakh. But when Kanta paid 1 lakh only, no? So is there any question of reversing the ITC? There is no question of reversing the understanding. This financial credit note just reduce this main value and not the value on which GST is charged. And that's why there is no question of GST credit note, there is no question of reversal of ITC. I tried my level best to explain you this concept in the most detailed manner from the scratch, not only the amendment part. Understanding? Okay. Now, last point, is the recipient required? No, because full GST was charged and paid by the recipient. That is, are you clear with this? Perfect. You'll get these notes on my Telegram group, so you will be able to find these notes over there. Okay. Come to the next point. That is issue number 2. In issue number 2, There are two parts. Okay, I'll try to explain in the logic. If you understand logic, very good. If you don't understand logic, I have one special summary for you. Read this and go for the exam. You'll understand everything. Okay, but try to understand the logic first. Number one, say for example, I'm a manufacturer, you are a dealer, and there are certain customers. I'm a manufacturer of iPhone. Okay. So what I did is, okay, what you do is you buy iPhones from me, manufacturer. Okay. Now, what you do with your iPhones, do you sell those iPhones? For how much you sell those iPhones? I don't care. Manufacturer does not care. You are independently buying iPhones from me. 100 units, if you're buying 100 units, of course, I understand you're a dealer, right? If you're a dealer, I'm giving you a discount. Now, in this case, can I say this discount is given by the manufacturer to the dealer where it is an independent sale transaction? Independent sale transaction is of manufacturer to dealer, and dealer is buying it and selling it further to the customer. Now, dealer, see, once manufacturer sells the goods to the dealer, dealer becomes the owner of the goods, and now dealer is selling the goods to the customer. Now, this transaction is not at all dependent upon this transaction. Just understand. These two transactions are separate transactions. Understanding? And that's why whatever manufacturer discount which is giving, that will be reduced from the value of supply, and GST will be applicable only on 9 lakhs and not 10 lakhs. Right? Because the value was 10 lakhs, he has given the discount of 1 lakh. So GST will be applicable on 9 lakhs only. It will not be, it is not considered as dealer is providing the, well, dealer is giving the service to the customer. I mean, dealer is selling the goods to the customer, which means dealer is doing, giving some kind of service to the manufacturer. Nothing like it. This is like an independent supply by the manufacturer to the dealer. Now, it is dealer's choice what to do with those goods. Dealer wants to sit on those iPhones, it is okay. Dealer wants to give those iPhones to all his 100 girlfriends, it is his choice. What he wants to do, it is his choice. Now, that's why I'm saying that this supply is not a principal to agent supply. This supply is a P2P supply, that is principal to principal supply. And that's why the discount which is given is just a price reduction, and that's why GST will be applicable on the discounted price and not on the whole price. Hmm? Understanding? Okay, perfect. See, both transactions are treated separately. Dealer and manufacturer relation is P2P. Here, dealer can sell these goods at any cost, or it is possible that dealer does not sell the goods at all. It is dealer's choice what he wants to do. Now, will it be considered as manufacturer has given any incentive to the dealer in the form of discount? No, it is a normal P2P supply, and this is just price reduction. That's it. Okay. Therefore, reduce discount from the value of supply. So, in summary, you just need to understand the manufacturer supplied independently to the dealer. If answer is yes, no GST on the discount. GST will be applicable on 9 lakhs. Perfect. Okay. But sometimes what happens is, just try to understand this point. Your deal, when there is an agreement, manufacturer directly makes an agreement with the end consumer. Say for example, manufacturer has sold the goods to the dealer for 10 lakhs. Just take an example, 10 lakhs. Now, manufacturer has already made an agreement with the end consumer that you will get the goods for 9 lakhs because it is Diwali offer. Now, okay, fine. Just understand here, your manufacturer, dealer. Now, manufacturer has made an agreement with the customer that you will get the goods for 9 lakhs. If you want to get the goods, you just go to the dealer and buy the goods. So when customer will go to the dealer, can I say dealer will have to sell the goods for 9 lakhs, but he has got the goods for 10 lakhs only. Now, can I say this is dealer's loss? 100%. Now the point is, they said that for this extra amount which is charged by the manufacturer to the dealer, manufacturer will give some kind of compensation to the dealer in the form of discount. So it is like a post-sale discount only. But here, the main agreement was between manufacturer to the customer. Okay. Now in this case, can I say dealer? So when manufacturer made an agreement with the customer, the manufacturer asked customer to go to the dealer, and now dealer is selling the goods to the customer. Why? Because they had an agreement with the manufacturer. So can I say dealer is acting like a middleman here? Right. So here dealer is, it will be whatever incentive which is given of this discount, This discount will be treated as the incentive or compensation which was given by the manufacturer to the dealer for selling the goods to the customers at reduced price. So this 1 lakh rupees is like a service which is given, is for the service which is given by the dealer to the manufacturer, and manufacturer is just incentivizing this dealer in the form of discount. And that's why GST will not be on 9 lakhs, GST will be on 10 lakh rupees, because it is like an incentive which is given to the dealer, where dealer is giving service to the customer. Are you understanding? So, see, you just need to understand one thing for your understanding. Okay, at an inter level, you just need to understand one thing. Manufacturer supplied independently to the dealer. If there is an independent sale, no GST on the discount. But if there is an agreement with the manufacturer and end consumer, not dealer, end consumer, then discount given by the manufacturer is like a compensation for selling at reduced price to the dealer. And that's why GST will not be on 9 lakhs, GST will be on 10 lakh rupees entirely. Just remember this summary, you will be done. Just understand it is the agreement between whom. If the agreement is between manufacturer and end consumer, whatever manufacturer is charging or whatever discount he's giving, do not reduce that discount. Always consider that discount in the price and apply the GST on the whole amount without reducing the discount. Perfect. Understanding, everybody? Superb. Now, this is your issue number 2. Okay. Now, issue number 3, very simple part. Very simple part. In issue number 3, what is happening? Say, for example, I'm saying that I'm a manufacturer. Okay, iPhone. Okay, manufacturer. You are a dealer. Okay. You are selling goods on my behalf, of course, because you are a dealer, right? Okay. Now, what is happening is I'm telling you that you have to sell 1000 pieces in a year. Now, if you sell 1000 pieces in a year, I will give you a discount of 10%. Now, can I say I have given some kind of target to the dealer? Yes. Now, dealer will do every possible thing to sell 1000 pieces for that discount. Correct? Now, can I say what he can do? He can do all the promotion, he can do all the marketing, he can put all the billboards and everything. Now, am I asking him to do? No, he is doing it because I have put the target on him. Perfect. Now, this discount which I will be giving if he sells 1000 cell phones, this is a mere price reduction, and this is a normal discount which happens in our day to day life. And whatever discount we see on the shop or something, it is like that only, where the manufacturer is ready to give the discount if dealer is going to sell 1000 pieces. Now, this is a normal discount which is given by the manufacturer to the dealer, and that's why GST will not be on the entire value. GST will be applicable on the value minus the discount, because it is a normal discount which is given by the manufacturer to the dealer. It is mere price reduction. Understanding? Let's read this. Dealer may use post-sale discounts to carry out general promotional efforts to increase the sales. Okay. Such activities benefit the dealer's own sales of goods that the dealer already owns. The discount is only a price reduction and not a payment for any service provided by the dealer to the manufacturer. So here, dealer is not providing any kind of service to the manufacturer. Dealer is saying, okay, I will since the target is given, I will sell the goods at a lower price. No problem. I will sell 1000 pieces. No problem. Understanding? So this is mere reduction of the price. This is not a service which is given by the dealer to the manufacturer. But on the other hand, if I tell you that if manufacturer is telling this to the dealer, boss, dealer, listen to me, come here. You have to put a billboard. You have to do the marketing like this. You have to send your photos or send the marketing stuff in this particular newspaper. Now dealer is saying, okay, 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 okay. Now, can I say dealer is working for the manufacturer? Yes. So can I say dealer will charge some kind of compensation? Yes. Now, whatever manufacturer is giving, so manufacturer is saying, okay, no problem, I will sell the goods for 9 lakhs, but your compensation is 1 lakh, right? Because you're doing all these things for me, and that's why I will sell it for 9 lakhs. So this 9 lakh rupees is not your genuine discount. So see, value is 10 lakhs. Okay, you are doing all the things for me, you promotion as per my instruction. You are doing everything for me. So for that, I want to incentivize you. Then I give you a discount of 1 lakh, and I'm selling it to you for 9 lakhs. Now, is this a mere price reduction? No, this is like a compensation which for the services which you are providing it to. And that's why don't consider this like a discount, and that's why you have to charge GST on entire 10 lakh. Are you understanding? So you just need to be very careful in that question to understand that if there is any kind of if there is any kind of instruction which is given by the manufacturer to the dealer to do that particular promotion in that particular style. If yes, do not reduce the discount. Understanding? See, GST applies only if the dealer is contractually required to perform specific promotional or marketing services for the manufacturer for a separately identifiable consideration. On that, GST definitely applies. Understanding? If there is no such instruction, GST will be on 9 lakhs. But if there is an instruction, GST will be on 10 lakhs. I hope you are clear with it. Right? Now, last 2 points, that is returns under GST, applicability of GST return, annual return, sorry. Annual return was there in GSTR 9. Perfect. Annual return was there in GSTR 9. Now, please try to understand, in case of annual return, the due date for filing the annual return was 31st of December. Okay, 31st of December of the subsequent financial year. Earlier, it was applicable to everybody. That there was some exception, but that is okay. But that is applicable for everybody. But they have said that if your aggregate turnover is up to 2 crore in any financial year from financial year 24-25 onwards, then in that case, you are not required to file your GSTR 9. Earlier, this aggregate turnover limit was not there. Understanding? So if your aggregate turnover is up to 2 crore in any financial year from financial year 24-25, then in that case you are not required to file GSTR 9. But please try to understand, this 2 crore is different than your self-certified statement ka 5 crore. If you have read GSTR 9, you must have read one more concept of 5 crores, but that is for self-certified statement. That is still intact. But I'm talking about GSTR 9 ka filing. GSTR 9 is not required to be filed if your aggregate turnover is up to 2 crore in any financial year from 24-25 onwards. Perfect. There is one more point which is there in this. You must have seen that GSTR 1, if anyone files auto generated statement is generated, that is GSTR 2B. Now they have said that it is no more an auto generated statement, it is just a statement. It is just a statement. Now the point is, why did they do it? Because they want to remove this auto generation. Like earlier 2B is not editable, right? Now they want to make it editable, right? So that's why they have just removed this particular auto generated word. Okay. Now the last amendment for you, that is your GST rates. In GST rates, I have already told you there are only 4 rates: 0%, 5%, 18%, and 40%. These 2 rates have been removed: 12% and 28%. Right. So guys, these were the amendments which were there in your inter syllabus. I hope that you are clear with these amendments. Like around 40-43 minutes we have covered all the amendments, but I have tried my level best to explain you these amendments in the best possible manner. I hope that you have liked this video. If you have genuinely liked this video, I just want your good wishes, good appreciation messages in the comment section. I feel very happy to see all your comments in the comment section. Yes, that's it for today, guys. This is Amit Mahajan. I will see you in the next lecture. Till then, bye bye. See you and take care. Bye bye.